questo punto chiamerei il prossimo relatore, che è l'avvocato Anton Pushkov. Anton, if you want, please come. Dovremmo lasciargli però un po' di spazio. Ok, you smooth. If you go directly to the podium, you can stay here if you want. Potete rimanere qui, scusate, visto che la direttamente al podium, no? Siamo un paese libero ancora. Anton Pushkov has a long career as a lawyer. Scusatemi, mi devo riformulare in italiano. Anton è un avvocato che si è occupato per oltre 12 anni di temi di proprietà industriale, è stato anche capo del Dipartimento di Proprietà Industriale dello studio Linklaters, che è uno dei grandi studi internazionali nella sede di Mosca, e è un riconosciuto esperto della Federazione Russa in tema di legislazione internazionale in materia di proprietà industriale, è stato autore anche di numerosi articoli e pubblicazioni. Tra l'altro è un esperto di data protection, è un membro della International Trade Association e della American Bar Association ed è un partecipante attivo ai gruppi di lavoro organizzati dal Ministero dello Sviluppo Economico della Federazione Russa e dalla Camera di Commercio americana allo scopo di modernizzare la legge russa in materia di innovazioni. Attualmente Anton è il CEO della IP Center Skolkovo e di questo ci parlerà oggi, cioè in particolare del Technology Park Skolkovo situato a ovest di Mosca e che oggi è forse il più importante parco tecnologico della Federazione Russa. Anton, please.
Fabrizio, it's been a long introduction. I think I need to cut my CV. it's too long. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a real pleasure to be here with you. I'm a big fan of Italy. So thank you very much. And thank you, Jacobacci, for hosting me here. Fabrizio, Enrico, thank you so much. And I will tell you today about Skolkovo project, which is Russian Silicon Valley's #1 innovation project, which we're now developing in Russia. So how it all started. In 2009, Russian government realized that our economy, especially, export of our economy is largely dependent on oil and gas prices. And so the Russian government decided to set up an area to set up innovation ecosystem in Russia. And the Skolkovo really started with just having a land plot near Moscow, in a very nice place. We do have a golf club nearby, lots of parks and lakes and very nice and fresh air. But we just had a 400 hectares of land plot. And these 5 main areas of science and technology where we were supposed to develop. So these are our 5 clusters. So you can see at the bottom the 5 logos. The #1 is IT, information technology. Second is biomed, pharmaceutical, pharmacy and medicines. 3 is energy efficiency. The 4th one is nuclear energy, and the 5th one is space. And what is good about Skolkovo project is that it is international. So if you or your colleagues are thinking of finding a right place in the world where you would like to do R&D project with really like a tax-free zone, and I will tell you about the tax benefits in a minute, or you or your colleagues would like to invest money as a venture fund or a business angel, for example, please feel free and welcome to Skolkovo. So on this slide is the overall statistics and the results of our Skolkovo project. One of the numbers which we're proud of is the number of startup companies. We currently have more than 1,200 companies. And because the area of Skolkovo is in the process of construction, right now the Skolkovo project is a virtual, we call it virtual Skolkovo. So in practical terms, it means that if you decide to become a member, then there is no need for you to set up a Russian company right now. So all you need is just visit our website, which is sk.ru, and there you will find an English version. You will find an easy way to submit description of your project in English language, and then it will be sent over to randomly select the experts all over the world. We do have more than 2,000 experts in these 5 main areas of expertise of science and technology. And what is important is that Skolkovo is about science. It's not like that we're taking, for example, online platform for gaming. where actually there are not so many patents, inventions, and scientific work would be, but more like sales and business. No, there should be at least part of R&D activity, so there should be some science in it. And if 6 experts randomly selected out of 10 vote for your project, so they say that your project is a science fiction, it can be realized, that there really are some competitive advantages in relation to your project, then you automatically receive the status and you become one of our startups. So these are the tax benefits which equally applies to all startups who are our members. So we do have spin-off companies of major corporations like Siemens, for example, IAS, who are members of our project. So you are not paying any taxes at all. The only tax you pay in Russia is 14%, which is obligatory social payments, but only in relation to your employees. So if you, in your R&D structure based in Skolkovo, you will have only 2, 3, 5 employees. The average number is 7. It's not really a big amount for you to pay. So what you get business incubation. So you'll be managed by one of our managers from one of our 5 clusters. You will receive IP protection, PR, and information support. This is the division which I'm heading, so-called IP Center. I will tell about it in a minute. You will have the centers of shared facilities. These are really interesting. It's like a laboratories. For example, if you do some chemical researches, and it's for a startup, it's really expensive to buy equipment and to set up its own laboratory. So we do have laboratories which are shared among other startups. So you just book the laboratory and you use it. And what is important is that you can get a grant financing from Russian government. We really have a budget exceeding, well, it's 20 billion rubles, which stands for €500 million. And what is important is that Skolkovo is we're not putting our hands on your equity. So we're not taking a share in the equity of your company. And we're not taking a share in your royalty or in intellectual property. No, nothing. So you get this tax-free zone just because you're a member, and there are no obligations at all. And you get grant financing, and then there's only obligations that the title, for example, in patent, so patent owner or the brand owner or the copyrightable object owner or software owner should be the company which is a Skolkovo member. But you can license it whatever you like. There are no restrictions. So this is about grant financing. We do provide money really as a gift. As I said, we're not taking equity, we're not taking royalty, but only if market believes in you. So in the amount of 150 million rubles, which stands for 3 million euros, we will give you this amount if you find another co-investor. It could be your parent company, if you set up a spin-off. It could be a business angel, it could be a venture fund. So if you show to us an intention of the market to invest in you, then you'll get this gift from the Russian government. Just because we believe in you, just because you become a member of Skolkovo project, and just because we really want your R&D activities to develop and involve employees from Russia as well. But there are no obligations. What is important is that we do have Technopark, which provide R&D services. And for those of you who know, and probably from Kilometer Rosso people they know it, there is an event which we call the Olympic Games of all Technoparks. That's the most known event for Technoparks all over the world. And this year it is arranged in Beijing, in China. Next year it's going to be arranged in Skolkovo, in Moscow. So all of you are very, very welcomed. Please come. So we have a great program, a great agenda for this. So next year IASP is going to be in Moscow, in Skolkovo. So this is some data about our IP applications. And frankly speaking, when we talk about startups, their main assets are results of their R&D activities, like patents, for example. And I apologize, the data is a bit it needs to be updated. So within from the very beginning, our startups filed more than 1,500 applications. The large amount of these comprising of the large amount is in patent applications. So we really care about that to be in invention, not just, for example, trademark. And we have a great growth of number of IP applications. For example, in 2014, through my center, which is again not mandatory. So if they wish, they go to my center and they receive a patent application for 1,000 rubles, which stands for 20 euros. It's really like a nominal price. It's not about money, it's about really just supporting startups. So we prepare PCT applications for 20 years because the Russian government pays for it, and we file it, and we have, in 2014, our statistics shows 273 patent applications, and this year is 400. And we really, well, this is what issue we are developing on, because Russia is number 6 in the world in the amount of national patent applications. We're number 6. Annually we file around 44,000. But in number of PCT applications we are on the 21st place, which is bad. And we're now developing together with the Russian government the ways we can really financially support submission of PCT applications. So we expect the program to start next year for all Russia and this year for Skolkovo startups. So it's like a micro grant where you receive funding for foreign patenting. So we do have 2 practices, the patent practices, which provides all types of patent services. We do have Thompson Innovation, we do patent landscapes and everything, and we do have a legal practice. And these guys, they work not only on pure IP cases, but they also do some M&A work and venture deals and financing deals as well. So the total amount of transactions which were supported within in 2012 and sorry, in 2013 and 2014, more than $37 million. Mentoring program. You're very, very welcome to become a mentor. So if you want to get access, because we're very transparent, if you want to get access to the portfolio of these 1,000 companies who are Skolkovo members, they all of them pass this examination for scientific, as I said, we randomly select experts all over the world. So if you want to get this access, please just drop us email. We do have a teasers, so 1-page teaser for every particular company and every particular field. And there are some corporations which just come and say, for example, I can publicly disclose the name of LG. They just request information for companies who specialize in particular areas, so we do provide them an up-to-date information what startups we have in a particular area of science and technology, so they can choose or license some technology or just work together. But if you want to participate individually as a mentor, as a business angel, we do have a special program, so please go to our website, please just drop us an email saying that you are an expert in a particular area of technology and science, you want to work more with Russian teams, and you're very welcome. And because you're a foreigner, and there are not so many foreigners, we now have, I think, 200 mentors, and 25 of them are foreigners, mainly Americans. But you're very welcome. So they will choose you, they will work with you. Soft landing in Skolkovo is a project which we have recently started for foreign companies which would like to set a rep office or branch in Skolkovo. So you just get the green light from expertise, and then we will give you 75% of initial budget for 6 months. So free seat in the co-working, so you'll get office in co-working. You'll get full support in HR, in setting up company, in strategy. So this is the program which we launched in January, which is extremely popular. So we expect more foreign companies and foreign spin-offs of foreign corporations to come to Moscow, to Skolkovo. I will just briefly tell you about investment community. So we do have a list of largest Russian international venture funds with a soft commitment to invest because it's very important to invest in startups, to involve them. We do have business angels, the Skolkovo Business Angels Club. So if you would like to become a member of Skolkovo Business Angels Club, they gather every month, and there are pitches of new companies, new startups who are members of Skolkovo. So you can do it via Skype, for example. So you'll just see what happens. They talk in English mainly, so you can see all companies who are now members of Skolkovo project, and you can build relationships with them and just ask questions and everything. Industrial companies, we do have we do provide the status of so-called industrial partner, because some corporations, they really want to place R&D centers there in Skolkovo, like Boeing, for example. Boeing is building a huge R&D center in Skolkovo. Microsoft as well. So Cisco, they're now preparing, building the involved architecture and designers, so that they will have a separate building. So you get access to the market from Skolkovo, new technologists and best people. So as I said, it's like a Russian Silicon Valley. And industrial partner should be a major corporation. And it's really like it's now a more cooperation issue because the construction is in the process of building. We completed by 2020. So if you really want to be there, if you really want to have good conditions for your R&D center, please just let us know. Skolkovo, do I have a couple of more minutes for this? 5 minutes, great.
You should know that.
Okay, thank you. Because so many interesting facts. So what we do have Skolkovo, which is a Skolkovo University for Technology and Science, and we closely work with Massachusetts Institute of Technology. When we were setting up Skolkovo, we clearly understood that we would need to set up a university as the place where new technologies will appear, where students and professors working together will create something new. And what is interesting about Skolkovo is that we do have so-called CRAs. These are the Center for Research Education Institutes. These are the areas of science and the areas of technology where they work together. There's always a Russian partner, Russian university, and a foreign partner of a CRA. And it's really like a virtual center. So for example, they're taking stem cells and Russian university working with foreign university together. So they share the view and we pay for it mainly. 75% are provided from governmental funding or from venture funds and those funds who believe in this particular research. These are examples of our industrial partners and foreign partners university who participate in our programs. And just some information about, for example, Intel and Microsoft and IATS. They are actively involved in investing and working with our startups. Here it is. So this is the territory. Very nice territory, as I said, almost 400 hectares. And it is located between Skolkovskaya Шоссе, Skolkovskaya Lane, and Rublevka Lane. It's one of the most luxurious places near Moscow. It's just 10 minutes by car, and it's not so far. It's 5 kilometers, I think, from the nearest metro station, which is Tube. So all the area here is now under construction. So if you come to Skolkovo, and you'll see there are lots of new buildings here around. And this is the management and supervisory. Because we're #1 in Russia, our chairman is the Prime Minister, and the next council will be on the 3rd June. On the 2nd and the 3rd June, we're having so-called Startup Village in Russia. It is the end of our startup tour, where Skolkovo travels around Russia and as countries for cherry-picking exercise. We choose those startups which are really interesting for our 5 main clusters, and then we bring them all together to Moscow, and we have this really open-air event, 10,000 people every year. Prime Minister comes every year, so this year is 2nd and 3rd of June. So if for any reason you'll be in Moscow, please register on the website startupvillage.ru. Please go there. It's really lots of fun, lots of training, lots of experts all over the world will come there. These are our general information, some general contacts, so you can contact directly every particular cluster or just a general contact. So, and these are for venture investors, business angel, and mentors. And please feel free to distribute these slides to everywhere, so you can use them. Thank you very much for your time. Grazie.